Do you know all the possibilities of working with epoxy resin? There are many different types of resins, each used for specific tasks. Today we'll focus on the most popular one for crafts and small creations. The two-component epoxy resin. It has two components, part A, the resin, and part B, the hardener. To work with resin, you'll need different materials. Our kits include resin bottles, measuring cups, and stirring sticks, gloves to protect your skin. Resin is toxic and irritating, and not suitable for children without adult supervision. You'll also need alcohol, precision scales, extra cups to divide the mix for different projects, silicone molds or other non-stick materials, long lighters to eliminate bubbles, any decorations you like, inks, glitter, gold leaf, flowers, photos. First, protect your workspace with a mat. Using your scale or measuring cups, prepare your mixture. For this type of resin, a 50-50 ratio is required. It's very easy to calculate. Mix equal parts of component A and B in the same cup. Stir thoroughly in all directions for at least 90 seconds so the chemical reaction can take place. You'll notice the mixture becomes a bit cloudy and bubbly. This is called flocculation. Once mixed, it should return to a more transparent state. Its thickness can vary with temperature. Ideally, work at around 90-20 Celsius degrees. Let it sit for a few seconds while you prepare your decorative elements. The great thing about resin is that it's compatible with all kinds of materials. You can add them directly into the resin cup or work in layers. What matters is that everything you include is well encapsulated. Once you've chosen your decoration, stir again to integrate and pour into the molds. We recommend slightly overfilling the molds, keeping the surface tension without spilling. Resin tends to shrink a little as it cures, so underfilling may leave sharp edge or indentation that need additional work later. Then use the longer lighter to apply heat and remove bubbles from the surface. Gently pass the flame close to the resin. Repeat this step 4 or 5 times. Now it's time to let it dry for 16 to 24 hours depending on room temperature. Carefully demold the pieces, don't press too hard. If the pieces are still a little soft, they may not be fully cured and you could leave fingerprints or deform them. You can now sand the edges for a smoother finish, add rings or whatever else you like. And that's it, your resin pieces are ready. Here are a few examples we've made. Now tell us, had you heard of epoxy resin before? Discover it and start creating.